guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I have some really exciting news. I am back in the twos. I finally reached 299 pounds today. So if you've seen my previous videos, you guys know that I started at 311 pounds. So I have officially lost 12.2 pounds in 17 days. I began this coming up on 3 weeks now. I think it's been about 2.5 weeks, so 17 days, like I said. And it's super exciting. I did not think I would see the 200s this fast. And I was so excited. I have been weighing myself probably more than I should have been, waiting to see what day I reached the twos again. And today was the day. And I was so excited. I woke up this morning and, did my things this morning, got my coffee and all that. And before I ate, I weighed myself and I was 299 on the nose. So super exciting. I'll share with you a screenshot from my Eero Scale app from today. So I wanted to share that with you guys. Super exciting. Today is April 7th, 2023, when I finally reached back into the twos. So I want to go into a few things that I have as my goals. My first goal is, I was thinking about this last night. I was laying in bed and I was like, how long do you think it'll take me to get to the ones now that I'm so close to the twos? Because when I went to bed last night, I was 301 pounds and 300.1 or 300.2, I think is what I was. 301.2, I think. Sorry, I muddled that up hardcore. Anyway, so I was laying there and I was like, man, I'm getting to the twos this fast. How fast can I get back into the ones? Because I haven't seen the ones since I was in high school, probably. I think I reached the twos in my later high school career. So it's been a long time since I've seen the ones. And that day will be so exciting and such a victory, and I cannot wait. So I was laying there and I was like, all I have to do is lose 100 pounds. Me being the psycho that I am, it's like, okay, well, next step is just lose 100 pounds. It sounds insane to say that out loud, but sticking to this program and just doing it, I'll get there, and I know that. So I'm like, all right, how fast can I do that? Of course, in a healthy way. I don't want to do it in an unhealthy way, because all that does is set you up to continue with unhealthy eating habits and things like that. So I'm very conscious of that. I don't want to scare you in that way, thinking that I'm going to do it in an unhealthy way, that I'm going to try to starve myself or overwork myself or whatever. I very much am going to be conscious of doing it in a healthy way. But I am going to work very hard. I don't want to get you wrong on that one either. I'll be working very hard. I'm definitely going to start kicking in with my cardio and lifting, which I'll talk about in a little bit here, to start helping myself lose weight and gain muscle and tone as I lose weight, to try to help with any sort of, sagging skin that I might have, because I'm in a 300-pound body. Well, not 300 anymore, but I was, and so that's a possibility, and I want to try to deter that if I can. And so I'm hoping, I think 9 months is reasonable, but me being the overachiever that I am, I want to do it faster than that. I'm not sure if that's going to happen or not, but I thought maybe 5 months. If I can lose 5 pounds a week, every week for 5 months, I can lose 100 pounds. My math should be right on that. I'm horrible at math. You'd think going into engineering school that I would want to be good at math, but I'm not great at math. So I'm pretty sure my math is right on that. I did it in my head while I was going to bed last night. So 5 months, 5 pounds a week, I think I can lose 100 pounds. But how feasible is that? I don't know. So I was talking with my mom about it, and I was like, what do you think? Do you think 5 pounds is too 5 months is too ambitious? Blah, blah, blah. She's like, I think 9 months is more reasonable. I'm like, yeah, you're probably right. But I'm still going to shoot for a goal of 5, because, man, I want to be there. I want to be there so bad I can taste it. I want to be healthy. I want to be a reasonable weight again. I want to do and be all the things that I'm supposed to be, and I want to be there now. And I know that that's not how it works, but I want to work really hard to do that. One of the things that I haven't talked about here is that along with a full-time job, I do school online part-time. I go to school for manufacturing, engineering, technology. Like I said, you'd think I would want to be good at math for that, but it's not all about math. There's a lot of other things in it too. So that's a passion of mine. And so right now, I finished my last semester 2 months early. It's supposed to end in May. I finished it the first week in April. So, actually, no, the last week in March, I was done. So, I gave myself a 2 extra month long summer, and I don't begin my next semester until the end of August. I believe it's August 31st is beginning of semester. To me, that feels like my window that I get to focus on just me. Nothing else. No school, none of that, nothing else besides, I mean, I have to go to work every day, but everybody has to go to work every day. So that's whatever. That's not anything extra. So it's not like I have to come home and do homework anymore. Now I can come home and work out. I can come home and, do things around my house and go for a walk and all the things that I feel like I can't do when I have school, I can do now. And that's why it feels like such an urgency for me, because I know that when I start school again, it's going to be a lot harder to find that time to work out and focus on me. Not that I'm going to fall off the wagon. It's just I'm saying that time is more restricted. So that's also part of the push here. I'm an overly ambitious person to begin with, but I also want to do as much as I can in this free time that I can to give myself that leg up, to be in a place where I feel good and I feel like I've done the most that I can with the time that I had. So that's why I'm pushing super, super hard to try to do it in 5 months, because that would put me at early September of a 5-month gap from now, $299 to $199. That's 100 pounds. That would put me early September-ish if I did my math right. So that's my goal. We will see if I get there, and I will definitely keep this channel updated. I don't know if people are watching. If you're watching, comment below. Say hi even. Just a hi. That'd be cool. But I do this channel also for me, because I'm excited that a year out from now, 5 months from now, as things progress, I can go back and I can watch these videos and see where I was and where I'm at. And I'm really excited for that too. So hello if you're out there. If you're not, I guess I'll watch these videos by myself later down the road. My next goal that I want to talk about is I want to start lifting regularly. So this coming Tuesday is when I get the green light to start working out again. The first 3 weeks of your program, you can't work out because your body has to recalibrate basically as far as what calories you do and do not need. So if you start working out, your body's going to think you need more calories than you actually do, is the way that it's been explained to me. So not allowed to work out because your body's recalibrating. Super tough for me because I have a lot of energy, which I'll talk about soon, and I need to do something with that energy. So the next one I have is to start doing the HIIT dance videos on, there's a bunch on YouTube. There you can find them a lot of different places, and I want to start doing those because those are a full body workout. I love dancing, and it's something that you don't need a ton of space to do. So I do have an in-home gym, but it's not somewhere that's got a ton of space like there would be if you're in like a gym, a commercial gym. So not a lot of room. I'll probably actually be doing it in my bedroom. So again, not a lot of room in there either to be doing dancing. But these videos are made for that kind of a thing. So it's compact, but movement enough that you're working your whole body, you're getting your heart going, and it starts building those muscle groups again, because my body is so not in sync with itself. So it starts getting your body working and moving in ways that it starts to begin to support itself better. Even now I can tell that my balance, my equilibrium is just not great. I used to have super great balance. I used to be super duper flexible, and I will be that again. So that's my goal. I'm going to start doing that, and that will bring me to a place where I feel ready to run. That's another one that I have on my goal list here is start running when I'm ready. I don't feel ready right now physically to start running. I probably could, but I don't feel like my muscles and my body are ready for that. I'll probably do running on like the Gazelle or the elliptical that I have here at my house, but I'm not ready to start running on the concrete, mostly because I want to preserve my knees. I'm still carrying over 100 pounds of extra weight on my body, and that's really tough on your knees and your other joints. And so I want to lose more weight before I begin running on the concrete at least. Definitely outside walking when the weather finally shapes up. We just had a blizzard this last week that shut us down pretty much the whole state. At least my big hunk of the state was shut down up here in North Dakota. So it was a 2-day ordeal, 2.5 actually. So the first day was snow, second day was wind whipping around all the snow that we just got. Interstate was closed. You weren't going anywhere. You stayed home. So when it shapes up, when we actually get spring, I'll be outside doing stuff, walking, getting the house ready for outside, getting the pool up. Once the pool is up, I can start doing stuff in the pool. I mean, my pool's not big, but it's big enough that I can do some water aerobic stuff in. Sounds stupid. Sounds like I'm an 80-year-old lady, but it's a good way to get your heart pumping, also while preserving your joints. So hate on me if you want, but I'm going to do some water aerobics in my backyard and get some sun. So the other thing I have on here is stretching. So I talked about how I used to be really flexible. I'm still pretty flexible, but not to the extent that I used to be. And I want to get that back. I want to get my mobility back. I want to get my strength back. I'm still strong and mobile, but I'm not as strong and mobile as I used to be. And I know that. I feel that. So I want to work on those things. So I definitely want to start stretching. Stretching is just healthy for you in general. Even if you're not losing weight, not working out, any of that stuff, stretching is just really good for your body. So I want to start doing that regularly again as well. Just to prepare for lifting, prepare for the more intense workouts, and just for my own feeling better. You know, your hamstrings won't be so tight, your calves won't be so tight. It's just good for your body. So those are some of my goals. Moving on to the next part that I have here for you guys. So like I said before, this channel is going to be real, raw, and truthful. So if you're not ready for that, now's your turn to click off the channel, because I'm going to talk about cravings and hormones, some things that guys probably don't have as much of a struggle with, but women will probably understand what I'm talking about. So the first 2 weeks of this program, I had zero problems with cravings, with wanting anything. I actually talked about that. And now I am in Shark Week, to put it, PG. You guys know what that means. So the week before, I had a little bit of a craving for just wanting to eat out. I wanted a burger. I wanted pasta. And I knew I was on the PMS train, and I'm like, it's fine. You'll get over it. Just don't think about it. Drink some more water. Have a baked good from your program. You'll be okay. And that was fine. And I got through that part of it. But now it's actual, like, hardcore full swing hormones. And I am super duper, like, today I went up to the gas station. My brother wanted an energy drink. So I stopped up there for him, got the energy drink, and I'm walking back to the till, and I see this beef stick, of all things, a beef stick. But it was one of those big ones, and it looked really good. And I saw the jalapeno one, and the pepper one, and the original smoked one. And I'm like, man, I really want a beef stick right now. So dumb. Who wants a beef stick? Me, apparently. And it's like, what the heck? And I've been thinking about, like, those specialty coffees that you get at the coffee store, because I used to, before this program, I would get one once a week. I'd go down to my local coffee shop and I'd get a coffee, but they have a lot of extra milk and stuff in it. At home, I have a really nice coffee machine that does the trick for me. It tastes like one that you'd buy at a store, but I put in it what I'm allowed. So today I saw a post on Facebook of a lady saying, hey, you guys should stop down to Alley Beans, and it was a picture of this delicious looking frappe, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I want one of those so bad right now. Of all things, it's so weird, but that's how you know that it's a craving thing and not like a I want this thing. Because if I can substitute for those things, I had a coffee, I was okay. The beefsteak, I said, you don't need a beefsteak. You're going to have your 3 ounces of meat later tonight, and that's pretty much the same thing. So you're going to be fine. And like I talked about, I've been craving just out to eat food. I love Chinese. I've been thinking about Chinese lo mein for like a week. It's bad. And a burger and steak bites and fries. Just the things that I used to eat that haven't even crossed my mind for the last 2 weeks are now like I really want. So I know that it's hormone driven, and I know that when I'm back to normal, it'll be fine, and I'll have another 3 weeks of it being fine, and I'll have another week of probably a struggle, and that's just the way that it's going to be. That's the way it is even when you're not dieting. So, and I don't even really consider this dieting. This is just a lifestyle change. Smaller portions and just being more mindful of what you're doing and what you're putting in your mouth. Because before, I was not mindful of anything I was putting in my mouth. I mean, I kind of was, but not like I am now. So, portion control, another huge thing. Portions are much smaller. So, I wanted to be real about that as well, because I feel like it's important to talk about those things so that you guys can hear, you know what, it's a struggle. I'm having a struggling kind of week, and I've super wanted to eat a couple of different things pretty much every day for the last 3 or 4 days. And it'll probably be that way for another 3 or 4 days. But I'll get over it, and it's going to be fine. And I have self-control, and it's going to be okay. But I feel like it's important to say it's okay to struggle. Because I'm struggling, and I guarantee you that majority of other women are struggling as well. Because hormones can be an absolute B word sometimes. And you guys know what I mean when I say that. So I wanted to talk about that. The next thing I have here is energy. I told you guys I was going to talk about energy. I am super duper high strung right now. My mom even noticed it today. She's like, man, you've been down here. Okay, for context, down here because I live in a duplex. So there's an upstairs and a downstairs that are both a house. So we, all 3 of us, live in the entirety of the house. So she usually will spend a lot of her day downstairs. I'll usually spend a lot of my day off, daytime off upstairs in my room doing my thing, or in my office where I'm at now, doing stuff, recording videos, whatever. But today, I was like, oh, because I just ordered a new bed, and so I got a notification that it was supposed to come today, so I'm like, oh, I should just wash all my bedding to get ready for it to be here. Spoiler alert, it didn't come today, it'll be here tomorrow. But I stripped my bedding off, got everything off my bed, including my pillows, went downstairs, and just started doing loads of laundry. And bedding takes a long time, and then my brother's like, oh, I gotta wash my bedding too, so I did his too, and she's like, you've been down here like all day. And I've been up and down the stairs a few times too, which I didn't like to do when I was heavier because I didn't have the energy. I didn't want to expend the energy to go up and down the stairs multiple times. I wanted to do it a few times, once or twice a day, and that was it. Because I was like, man, I just don't want to do the stairs. Because who wants to do the stairs? And now I'm like, oh, upstairs? Let me just run up there really quick. It's crazy. And it sounds really embarrassing to say that, but again, I'm going to be real with you guys and be like, yeah, I was that person that did not want to go up and down the stairs. So another thing is, I'm like getting up earlier. I'm not really a morning person just to begin with, but I'm getting up earlier and I'm feeling more rested and I'm wanting to do more things. Like today, I was talking with my mom. And we're like, oh, well, tomorrow we have our nail appointment at 3:30. We're talking about getting a not a deep freeze, but a freeze dryer. And so we were talking about 2 different places, and we were going to go to Jamestown anyway because she needed to get a few things at Walmart. And so we're like, oh, what time do you want to do it? I'm like, well, let's get up early and do it. And she's like, okay. I'm like, yeah, I know. Coming from me, getting up early to go to Jamestown sounds crazy. But it's insane to me. Like, I am such a different person that I've never met this me before. this is going to sound absolutely insane, and that's okay. You can think I'm insane, but it's like I'm a different person, and I don't know how to explain it other than that. Like, I even question, is this real? Like, am I real right now? Is this is this how I'm going to be? Am I going to always be this way? Or is this like only a fleeting moment in time where I'm this way now because I'm just starting? Like, but I feel like this is how people are supposed to be. And so I hope that it's not a fleeting thing. So those are some crazy things too. And then I guess the other one is I've been leaving my house a lot more. Like today, I had to leave my house a few times because I had to grab my sister from work and drive her down to the body shop because she needed to pick up her vehicle, and I had to leave for another thing. And usually, like, I don't want to leave my house at all on the weekends because that requires getting up, getting ready, going to wherever you're going, doing what you're doing, and coming back. Today, I got up, I washed my face. Like, I know you don't know me, but I'm going to tell you how I usually am. I usually wake up, stay in the same pajamas, and just, like, hang out for the day. Like, I'll brush my teeth and whatever, but I'll stay in my PJs, and that's the end of it. I got up, washed my face, brushed my teeth, did my moisturizer, tamed my hair because I have curly hair, so you wake up and it's just everywhere. It has a mind of its own. And then I got dressed because I knew that I needed to leave the house anyway. And I was, like, happy about it, which is weird. Because, I know you don't know me, but, like, I'm usually not like that. So those are some crazy things that I super duper wanted to share with you guys. Most of all, I wanted to share that exciting weight loss milestone. And now to end this, I want to stand up, show you what I look like at $2.99. And this is something that I'm going to try to make an every video thing. I will stand up at the end and show you what I look like. So here I am, repping my Brooklyn t-shirt. This is a band that started actually in my hometown. So this is their shirt, Brooklyn. Shout out to you guys. Here I am. And this is me at $2.99. I know you can't see the rest of me, but this is me. So, thank you guys for watching. Thanks for listening to me be a crazy person. If you like these videos, if you want to hear more, give it a thumbs up, like, subscribe, turn that notification bell on, and I hope to see you in the next one.